All right, hello, happy witching hour, y'all, and happy 11/11. So, there is gonna come a time when well, me, not just me, but me and my family, we're gonna be away from all of the craziness, which I swear to God is. I just think it's what's happening in this world and so much stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? So much stuff going on. So many people with so many unresolved issues. Like, people just really need to get it together. For real. I just want to get back to doing what I enjoy doing, which is readings and ritual. That's all I want to do. You know what I mean? So that's really a lot of the times why I'll be running these flash sales and stuff, because I kind of don't want to be involved in drama. I don't like it. You know, I am always in a peaceful place. I don't get scared about things, especially when it comes to problems. I don't get scared. I don't get fearful. And I notice that a lot of people are very fearful. Fear is the enemy. It is. And I truly believe that a lot of the times when someone makes you their enemy, it's because they are afraid of something. I just want to do the readings. And I love using the tarot. You can get so much out of the tarot. I am not joking with y'all. Like, just being able to focus and concentrate on just what messages you're getting. I love to figure stuff out and just actually really think. You know, I sometimes can have somewhat of a hard time, honestly, reading myself. And I really have to concentrate if I throw the cards for myself. But when I do readings for other people, it be so clear. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. I just, I don't understand why people have such a hard time finding peace. And I think it has a lot to do with my connection with Shiva. It has a lot to do with my connection with Shiva. Like, every single day, I work on my collective, and that's my collective of clients and students, as well as the people close to me. When it comes to chakra alignment, that is so important, because different planets connect to the chakras. That's one of my favorite rituals to do, is the chakra alignment rituals. I hate chaos and confusion so much, y'all, that I will quickly figure it out. Like, when a challenge comes up at all, like, I constantly am seeking answers, researching. You know what I'm saying? And I hate it when I feel disconnected or kind of swept away from who I am and what I am. And I'm not very sensitive to people telling me who I am because I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like people that don't know who they are, they're always trying to tell you who you are. Seriously. And it's so annoying. Like, honestly, I want to throw the cards to see when exactly all of this drama is going to end officially. Because at some point, it has to. Okay. And it makes absolutely no sense. All of the drama. You know what I mean? It seems like a person's peace is also a part of their self-preservation. And I see so many people that have disconnected from that. I believe self-preservation is probably connected to the Mulahara, which is the root chakra. It has to be. And I don't feel like a lot of people have self-preservation. I feel like there's a lot of people that want something bad to happen to themselves. I feel like it's like they almost try to manifest it, like they want it. Like, you know how you hear people say, I wish somebody would. Why would you wish somebody to do something bad? And it just, moving to the South was one of the worst things that I did in my life, but it was the best. I swear, in the South, which is the Bible belt, like it's a tight Bible belt. Why is it so many confused as chaotic people around here, around the South? It's so weird. It's like they don't have no identity. And I feel like people are forcing people into it. Now, I've been sitting here reclaiming my energy. I have. That's what I've been doing. I've been reclaiming and I've been purifying and transmuting. And I think it's important when you reclaim your energy to also transmute it. So that's why I always purify it. But I'm going to start transmuting it when I reclaim my energy because like, I do not like chaos and hate. I don't. And you know what? I get sick and tired of people claiming that I do, and I don't. Because, and social media should not bring that kind of chaos and hate. It shouldn't. It's like people are warring and beefing over nothing. Like, I can't do it. And I don't know. I just want to get back to doing what the hell I enjoy doing. Like, it's, it, and I don't let nothing else control me. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. So I don't know. One of the reasons why I started doing readings for a living is because it's something that is second nature to me. It's something that I really enjoy doing. So I decided to do a flash sale because I feel like there are people, not entities, but people that when they see you doing something that you enjoy, they want to interrupt, they want to intervene. Hey, listen to my chaos. I need to be heard. Why don't you go and deal with what is really bothering you? So many people don't do that. They don't really stay true to themselves. They have to make it about something else. You know what I'm saying? I hate that. And it's very, very weird, these people with these parasocial relationships with each other. I don't know. I did some core cutting again. I don't want certain energies in my space. I don't. I don't like it. You know, honestly, I don't. And people are doing too much. They are. They're doing too much. And I've been doing this for professionally 10 years almost. And it's just not that difficult for me because if I want something or need something, I go to my spirits. I go to God. And I feel like there's a lot of people that claim God just for the sake of acceptance by people. I really do. I feel like there are so many people that they do that. They do. And I don't handle things that way. I don't handle things in that manner. I actually go to God. Like today is Monday. I'm going to go to, well, y'all know that I'm going to go to Shiva because today is his day. Okay. But then also today is the day of the moon. So I'm going to commune with the moon because the moon is a god. There's like several gods that are connected to the moon. You know what I mean? I just feel like there are so many people looking for God in other people. And I feel like that's a mistake. You know what I mean? That's why so many people get disappointed. And I think that also, like earlier to like yesterday, right? I was feeling some tension near my tooth and my ear. And so I could tell that it was like something happening to where it was like my crown chakra. And I think that there's a lot of people that focus on the crown chakra a lot when they're trying to control you. When somebody is messing with my crown chakra, I call to the goddesses of the moon. I don't even go to that person for what? Go to them for what? Argue with them for what? And I feel like a spiritual community should know that. Because what's happening is that you're confused about something, even if somebody's saying something about you. And so looking back at yesterday, I can honestly say, I feel like I did what I needed to do. But then again, I still should have just went to the goddess and that's it. And because you're not gonna set if a person has a problem with you and that problem that they have with you is beyond your control, what's the point? So many people are disconnected from God. They're disconnected. That's just like the sun is connected to our ajna, which is the third eye. Why are people confused about that? Why are people still confused? It's really irritating. So I'm going to start handling situations totally different because I just don't particularly care. That's when you start to appear to be very selfish to other people. When you don't take the time out to say, hey, what's going on? And people that have a problem with you, even when you take the time out, they don't appreciate it. So what's the point? And I think that's what the hermit is about. Because the hermit is like, uh, I don't want to talk to nobody that is confused. Because if you're still confused, you're going to try to confuse me. You know what I'm saying? You're going to try to confuse me. And I ain't trying to be confused. Because people are only going to confuse you more if they don't have that God connection. You see what I'm saying? But so many people are looking to other people. They're looking to other people for answers. And when I started dealing with like really connecting to the planets, like I said, it was the underworld that taught me to look up. And they taught me that. They taught me how to connect. That's where they led me to. And a lot of people are not there. They're not. And so it's constant confusion. Yesterday was an extremely weird and off-putting day. It really was. And then you got some people that got the nerve and the audacity to be judging me for being a witch, but yet doing everything completely ungodly on a Sunday, too. On a Sunday. Yesterday, for me, being pagan was Brigitte, Helios, Apollo, sun gods, Ra. Why are people seeking something in other people for the things that they need instead of why didn't they call to Brigitte? Why didn't they call to Apollo? Why didn't they call to the gods? And then normally on a Sunday, that's what I do. And that's what I did do. But it's like nobody is paying attention to that. And I refuse to do it again. I'm not going to ever let any of these people, I don't care if you're black. When I'm going to tell you something, when an African American person has any kind of problems, they expect for you to just stop what you are doing and come off of your path to see what they need. And they don't seek God. And that's why I said there's a lot of people that will be like, oh, become a living God. How the hell are you going to be? I don't understand that. I don't get that, especially when the person is acting very ungodly. Okay? And when I say ungodly, that means that they're separated from the divine. So I feel like this. People that are trying to stop me from doing what I want to do, I'm going to react in an extreme way. And that is where the gods, I think it may have been Apollo, that's where the gods led me yesterday, though. Okay? They led me to asserting myself and saying, hey, listen, listen, you're going to have to stop trying to tell me who in the hell I am. And I think that that's what a lot of people have obsessions with. They are, and it is the narcissism. Narcissistic people have to try to control how people feel about themselves, how people um, see people, and it's so annoying. Narcissistic people are the most removed from God, but yet they are always trying to tell you about God. It's annoying. And then, especially over here in the South, I want to get out of the South. I swear to God, I feel like it's a prison. It's like one big fucking prison. I do. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. There are some good things about being here because it led me to somebody that when I look at him, all I see is somebody that is blessed by God. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, a lot of the other stuff, like, it really drives me crazy. It really does. I have to go into my bubble. I can't stand that. I can't stand that. I listen. And so many people are okay with that. And I'm tired of that. I really am. I'm sick and tired of these people coming from for me and they claim that they know God or that they are God. I think that people that are claiming that they are God, and I'm not talking about just like if you are a mother or you look out for people, then that's different. But you're not God of everything. And it's so annoying. The controlling atmosphere. It's something that I'm not fucking used to. I'm not. And I cannot wait until I get out of the South. That's why I'm using this picture. I feel like there's people in the South that are trying to do work to keep me in the South. I don't appreciate it. I really don't. I don't appreciate people trying to impede on me. I am sick of it. And I'm going to let the gods handle it, period. And they will. They will. Now, I know I'm a witch, and the gods will lead me to what I need to do. Okay. So it's a different type of relationship because I used to have a bunch of evil people telling me, "You a witch, what do you know about God?" What? Like, that irritates me because people just have no idea. And I just don't want to deal with people pushing their beliefs off on me. That is the one thing that I cannot freaking stand. Don't try to force me. And it's been a lot of that. It's been a lot of that. It has been. And I'm just sick of it. I am. I'm sick of it. I am. I don't really have a problem with the South per se, but I do have an issue with with some people that are from the South. And then here's another thing. I know how my spirits work, and I know what they capable of. So I think that also here's another thing. I think that when it comes to African American people, they were so oppressed, probably grew up oppressed. And when they got older and discovered witchcraft and conjure, they lost it because they let that power corrupt them to the point where they want to control everybody like they're God. And that really pisses me off, especially if you're black. Right now, I'm drawing the line between myself and African American people, especially the ones because I was speaking about how I could see like several different groups, like several, like the people that y'all see in social media, that's not it. It's several different religious groups and their leaders looking at me, several different, trying to throw stuff at me. And my spirits are really freaking out because of it. They don't like it. They're warning these people to stop because they gonna make sure that nothing happens to me and my babies. They gonna make sure that, I mean, that's just all it is to it. And it's so annoying. It really is. People in social media. This is where these groups of people came from. People that wouldn't even know I existed if it were not for the internet, but yet they're claiming to be God. That's what cracks me up. You wouldn't know my name. You wouldn't know what I look like if it wasn't for the internet. God doesn't need the internet to know who you are. God doesn't need the internet to communicate with you. God doesn't need to text you. God doesn't need to call you. God doesn't need to do all of that. And I can't stand these people that feel like they are a voice for God. No, you are a voice for yourself. You can't be a voice of God for somebody else, a stranger in social media. See, as a witch, I work on contracts. You come to me, you pay me to do something, I do it. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't have nothing else. Now, if you ask me for spiritual guidance and you take my classes and stuff, that's different. Because then, we're going to spend a significant amount of time together talking and getting to know each other and talking about a lot of different things, like me relaying messages to you that either you're going to be ready to accept or maybe you never will accept. Maybe it doesn't sound right. And I always tell people, and I think even God tells people, because I believe that God gives us all the power. I do. And I think that the more and the more you are disconnected from that understanding, the worse it is. When I do my readings and my rituals, I'm feeling that connection with the gods, especially when it comes to certain cards that come up. Like, for example, the Wheel of Fortune. When the Wheel of Fortune comes up, the first thing that I feel and think about is Jupiter. That's the first thing I think about. Jupiter, Zeus, Thor, the gods of Jupiter. It's the first thing I think about. When I see the Hermit, I think about Mercury. I think about Hermes. I think about Odin. Okay? When I see the Sun card, I think about Brigitte, Helios. I think about the gods of the sun. So I'm not the type of person that is seeking that in other people. And that was what took it so long. It took me so long to realize that people were feeding off of me. It took me years to figure that out. I was totally asleep on that because everything that I get comes from the gods. I had no idea. I didn't even consider it because my assumption is that people already know this. Would be my assumption is that certain people are already connected. So it's weird. It really is. I don't feel any guilt. If people want you to feel guilty, I don't feel any guilt. I don't feel any shame. If I told you to fuck off, I don't feel no guilt for it because that's what you need to do. You need to fuck off. straight up and down. Quit feeling bad because you tell people that, and that's why I've been down on black people. Period. For that, y'all too codependent. Y'all remind me of that "Lean on Me" song. They do. They ain't never strong. The people that come out in social media and talk about me every day, I don't see them as being strong because you always need me. It's weird. It is. It's a very, very weird, off-putting energy. But, yeah, it took me years to figure it out. It took me years to figure out that people were energetically feeding off of me. And when I reclaimed my energy, when I reclaimed my power, zip, zap, it got worse. It became every day. I could see people trying to meditate and see, I don't like that. I don't like that. And neither does the gods, neither does spirits, because it makes no sense whatsoever. People, I want to tell y'all something, that a lot of the people that are claiming vampirism, like hard body like that, and that's how they move all the time. These are people that are willing to murder innocent people out of their confusion because they're confused. I don't like that they call themselves vampires because vampires are never confused. So they're stealing from something, and see, vampires don't like that. Believe it or not, they don't. People that are claiming that they, like it's a trend or something, actual vampires don't like that because they not ever confused or scared. In fact, vampires are probably one of the closest to a god that you're gonna find, and they not confused, nor are they codependent on people. That's why I get tired of them saying it's psychic vampirism. No, it's not. You're a parasite, and I'll tell people that to their fucking face. I feel like if it's somebody that's close to you, it's nothing wrong with that. But when you come to social media to seek out anything from anybody, you are not getting what you need at home. You're not. Hey, Stevan, you are not getting what you need at home. If you was getting what you needed at home, you would have nothing to say to Jamila. And quit trying to say you doing it out of fun. You're not doing it out of fun. You're doing it out of desperation because you need something from that person at that moment, whether or not it's attention, validation. And I just feel like I don't like that kind of de-evolution. I don't like that. And I feel like black people are trying to force other blacks into that. And then when you look at the black community, no wonder so many of them are doing bad. No wonder so many of them are confused. And you can't impress me by being a black person that feels like you got power because you're trying to oppress another black person. And don't try to tell me that you're powerful because you're bullying that person. Because if you really was about that, if you really was about that, especially when it comes to spiritual, you ain't got to say nothing about nobody. You don't. That's why I can't wait till I get away. Till I get away. To where I'll just be able to have my children and my life. And, I'll have my reading room and my altar room. And I don't have to worry about people bothering me. But these black folk, They so serious in their codependency that they're stalking people. They're following people. They claim they got all this carbon and this melanin, but yet they use so much of the resources trying to be codependent on this and that. Oh no, you can't do this and that because then you gonna make it look like I'm this and that. Oh no, you can't do, like, hey, why don't you go stand on your own 2 feet? That just really irritates me. And people have a problem with that. Like, I can't believe that. It's so annoying. So whenever you get to try to disturb somebody's peace because you don't have it, people don't know how to deal with themselves. There was this woman yesterday that was just screaming and hollering at me. I'm like, accusing me of being subscribed to her channel. No, I don't vibe with you like that. I was born in 1977. When I was little, I was always quiet and to myself. I didn't even like being around a large crowd of people. Don't like a bunch of noise. Never been like that. And then I was an only child too. So all that chaos and stuff, like, that's something that while I will tolerate it, at the same time, I'm throwing arrows at people because I'm like, how dare you? How dare you, man? And they are very, very not at peace because I'm not used to it. I'm used to my own routine. And typically, what I will be doing is watching a movie, chilling with my family, and you got confused people trying to roam around and sneak around and be conniving. So anyway, I thought I would do a flash sale for 11/11. And then here's another thing. I cannot stand the field of prostitution. Oh God, I hate that. I'd rather be dead. If I were born into a world where every woman was forced to prostitute, I would commit suicide. I would just be dead. I wouldn't want to live. I wouldn't have children. I would have never had children. I would have never brought a child into this world. Not one of them. I'd be gone. I'd be like, oh hell no. Everybody on this planet, every woman on this planet is a prostitute. I'm out. I'm out, bro. No, I can't stand that shit. You know why? Because, man, I've studied them for years. I had a cousin that was a sex worker. And it disconnects you from love. And anything that disconnects me from love, I hate it. And then to have people try to reduce what I do and to play games with, like, that really pisses me off. For you to ever try to put some kind of shade on me, like, I'm about that love and light, but a lot of those people that that keep saying that, I am cursing them. Like right now. Like if you try to reduce me as a high priestess to something like that, you're cursed. And talking crazy to me ain't gonna make me remove it. I ain't gonna never remove it. You gonna die with that curse. Cause you shouldn't have never said it. My mother was the same exact way. Because my mother was a belly dancer. And she would get so pissed when people would compare her to a stripper. And people on this platform are so disrespectful to my mother and been disrespectful to my mother for several years now. You know how they did it? By disrespecting her daughter for years. My mom was not cool with that at all. Then they tried to speak for her. You want to make those kind of claims about a person and carry it out for several years, you better have some proof. Did my mother sign a contract with you? Did my mother send you some money? No, my mama don't know you. And if it's one thing I know about my mama was a perfectionist. She would have never, because that would have made her look like a bad mother. My mother ain't gonna never make herself look like no bad mother. And she was mad at me because, I was confused and stuff. She was mad at me because of that. But close to her death, you know what I'm saying, leading up to her death, she was, me and her would telepathically communicate with each other. We would fight, we would argue telepathically. We would just exchange negative energy back and forth, positive energy back and forth, love back and forth. That's my mother. And my mother, like, I grew up in a very extremely quiet, orderly house. My mom didn't have all that chaos. I swear to Goddess, no. She didn't even let you leave a cup on her table. You leave a cup on her table, she making you move it. Oh, you done with that cup? You better get that cup off my table. And you better use a coaster. So, I let some people convince me to turn me against my mother years ago. But after that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no. So I don't like it, and I'm gonna react. Like, and normally I don't even react verbally. When somebody do something to make me mad, I go to my spirits, and yes, I will go to the spirits of the Goesha. If you doing anything to cause death and destruction to me and my children, I'm gonna go to Valet for. Okay, I'm gonna go straight to him, and he serves me well. When I get sick of you, I'm going to Hades. Cause bam, go, poof, be gone. You don't have no right to be up in nobody's face. I can't stand that. And black people think that that's okay. They're black, man. I'm telling you, my sister, she's like I said, she's white, and she was like, white people can be like that too, cause her, you know, she got issues. You know what I'm saying? Similar. But I'm like, can't nobody be more trespassy than black people. And I gotta deal with that. I gotta deal with that. That's one of the reasons why I want to go back home and have a white ass Christmas just with snow all around me. I'm tired of the ratchetness. I'm tired of them. And they act like I'm a prisoner or something. They act like I'm a literal prisoner, and I'm very resentful, man. And I'm gonna tell you something, and no, I'm not forgiving. I'm not gonna forgive you. In fact, the best thing you can do is stay out of my face. That's how I am, y'all. Mom, grandma, mother, she did like water at her table because she was like, my mother, she just didn't like for us to leave cups around. So, like, get your cup, put it in the sink. If it was a paper cup, put that cup in the trash, pour that out. I'll be leaving liquids all over because she knew that it could get spilled. Or my mother just liked to keep her house looking perfect. And if a cup was sitting there for more than an hour or two, she'd look at you and look at the cup and be like, and it wasn't annoying or anything. She annoyed other people, but she didn't annoy me because I was used to it. My mother forced me, and Brush your teeth, wash your face. My mother always made me wash my face and brush my teeth before I went to bed at night when I was a kid. That's just that, stuff like that sticks with you. So, and my father, several years ago, and he didn't like for me to react to people in anger. He liked for me to keep control because he said when you react to people with anger, you're not controlling the situation. But he had watched one of my YouTube responses to these people attacking my kids. And he told me, he said, Shantae, you were not raised like that. You were not raised to speak that way. I was shocked when I heard you. I said, well, Dad, they threatening my kids. He said, well, I understand that. But you know they can't hurt your kids. So why stoop to their level? You know what I'm saying? This was years ago. Like my father, he did not respond well to my mother passing away. It was the love of his life. My father died in a very tragic accident. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't blow himself up. He was in love with my mother for years. Still was in love with her. Them are eternal lovers. Both of them was Virgos too. They both had a problem with each other, but every time they saw each other, they was just like it was never any argument. After they divorced, they just they be smiling and you can just feel the energy between the two of them. You could just feel it. And they was just like, he would look at her and be like, Sherry. And she'd be like, Dean. And they just be, you know what I'm saying? And like, it just, and I just, like, honestly, if I never, ever, 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 ever have to have a conversation with these people that are nothing like my mother, nothing like my father, these people are unfamiliar. They're not, no. And I try to be a diverse person, but if it's something I don't like, I don't like it. I won't, like, listen, I don't respect elders that I don't know. I was raised that way for a reason. You ain't gonna catch me coming to social media talking about my. Man, no. No, I ain't about to come to social media and call some strange lady online mama. I got a mama. I got a mama and a grandma and a great granny. And I got an auntie that I love very much that raised me. I ain't come here to find no family. And it's a lot of people that they don't understand that and they want to make me the black sheep. And I'm like, make me nothing. Make me nothing to you. Okay, make sure of that. Promise me that you're going to make me nothing to you if it's got to be like that. You see what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man. And no, I don't care about what you think of me. And no, I don't have to respect you. Not at all. And I won't ever. But ask my mama. I'm a hellion. Now I show respect for my parents when I was a kid and before I was, you know what I'm saying? I show respect for my parents, but you a stranger. I don't know you, man. My parents raised me with stranger danger. They didn't raise me to bend over for any Tom, Dick, and old person that claimed to be an elder. And I wasn't a bad little kid. I wasn't bad, but like if it was another older person, I wasn't even really, you know what, to be honest with you, I wasn't even really exposed to no other older people. Did no other older people take care of me? The only people that took care of me was my auntie. My aunt took care of me. right? Like, and if it was older people didn't even say nothing to me. It was, thank you. My grandmother was always right there. Didn't nobody have nothing to say to me. What you saying? So, and my grandma would have my grandma would have told you. She even told me when my grandmother was like when she's telling me about her dating and stuff and her men in her life, don't hit me, buy me a dress when I want, or give me some money, and don't say nothing to my children. My grandma didn't play that. She didn't let, like, you know how they say it take a village to raise a child? And you got some people that grew up and the neighbors and everybody down the street and everybody was beating on the kid. My man, you got your ass whooped putting your hands on any of my grandma's grandchildren or her kids. She would have acted a fool. And she was telling me this story about when she divorced my grandpa Adolph, right? And she said they had kidnapped her kids, like my aunties and them and stuff. She said I walked in there and told them I'm gonna kill everybody in this house if y'all don't give me my children. And they all gave her. And my grandmother was not a ghetto person, but she didn't play that crap about her kids. She didn't let nobody be touching all on her kids and stuff. For what? She took care of us just fine. My grandma was never on no government assistance or nothing. You know what I'm saying? My grandma was a bad mother. Shut your mouth. That's where I came from. I didn't come from stock like that to where we was lost, man. We ain't never had no loss, nothing like that. And ain't nobody in my family ever been through nothing like that. Now, yeah, there was some people with some substance abuse issues, and then there was alcoholism, but don't nobody, no, man, like, and to come to social media and you got all these people, these older people, you gotta respect me. Respect you for what? Who are you? Go respect yourself. And then if you attacked my kids, if you attack my children, you might as well just hang it up in the closet and let the shit go. Because I'ma always have a hatred for you for attacking my kids. Always. And I'm not gonna forgive you. So let it go. So, and this shit's getting on my damn nerve for real. And you know what, y'all? I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people will say, well, why don't you leave YouTube? Hey, every single time I have tried to leave YouTube, I start getting these weird phone calls from these people calling me asking me for money. Why is you calling me? I hey, no. So anyway, I'm gonna get off of here and get prepared. I'm gonna prepare my 11:11 work because I got to do work for the circle. I already got that done though, but I got to do some work for myself. And I'm sleepy as hell because last night I went to bed at like 8:30. And y'all know that when y'all be up late and can't sleep, there be people up. Sometimes people be up trying to feed off of you and shit. And I like they don't get nothing. They don't get nothing from me. Nothing. The so-called vampires, they don't get shit from me. So since I realized that that's what these people be doing, I know how to protect my energy. And I got some reishi, some of that reishi mushroom. I just got the tea because the other stuff is too expensive, like the powder. So I just got the tea packets. I got that, and I got a bunch of kava. And kava is really good for warding off that stuff and then protecting your energy. I'm not, yeah, no. And a lot of you people, a lot of these black folk that be coming at me all the time in social media, amen. Like, what I would suggest that you do is go somewhere and forget about me before my spirits does something to hurt you. Because 9 times out of 10, I don't like you. I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? These people that be trying to beef with me and stuff, I do not like you. And I know a lot of them are confused about that. They you may even admire me, but it's a lot of people I just don't like them. I don't like you. You may have some kind of sick, twisted, deep love for me, but I don't like you at all. So I don't want to talk to you about nothing. Deal with it. Go read a book about how to deal with rejection. And does that make me a mean person? Whatever. People on here need to have boundaries. They want to sit down and I don't know, man. Like, I'm not used to that shit. I'm not, whatever I do in life, I do it and I ain't fucked up about it. Especially when it's some normal stuff. So, anywho. And I already know it's going to be a bunch of hoopla during the holidays. Honestly, unless I put up a video about a subject that my spirits want me to put up, I'm not going to be on here during the holiday season. I ain't about to be watching people. I'm about to completely put people on ignore because the day is 11/11. And whenever you put them on ignore, they're like, I'm not going to be ignored, Jamila. That's literally how they are. And so I don't know what my spirit's going to do. Because I got spirits. It's not just my goetic spirits. I got spirits I was born with. I got spirits we all do. We all do. We all got spirits that we was born with and guardians. Speaking of which, I'm gonna invoke some of my guardians too. Okay. If I don't want you to be a part of my life and I don't want to be connected to you, stop trying to force it. Cause you just gonna continuously be pretending like you don't care, but I know that you do care. Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't be talking about me. Oh, are you? What you gonna be watching, Stefan? I like Miracle on 34th Street during the holidays. Old days with my grandmother and stuff. I'm sorry, and you know what? I love older people. I know a lot of y'all that's been watching me for years. Like if you watch me for years, you would know me. You would know that I love older people. I don't like older people that don't remind me of my grandmother though. Okay? I don't like that. I don't like that overbearing stuff because that ain't how I grew up. I didn't have no overbearing people in my life like that. I didn't have nobody being weird like that. And my grandmother, I swear to God, it's y'all, that lady that I was talking about earlier, I was totally creeped. Hey, she creeped me out, man, like creep show, bro. This was like months ago. She was talking to me about something sexually that she had heard about me. And that shit made my skin crawl. Cause I feel like you an old pervert. You perverted. You more perverted than me. Sitting up here thinking about something that somebody said about me sexually. No, man. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You know what? When I speak to older people, I'm very respectful. I don't be cussing and stuff. If I'm cussing you out and you an older person, I'm literally cussing you out. That means you done messed up with me for real. And I don't cuss at people. Like, ask my children. I never cuss at my kid. My kids have never ever been cussed out by me ever. I don't do that. Like, I will, say a little something something during conversation, like, cause some of my clients are older women. But I don't be sitting up there now. Like, if I'm cussing you out, like, you done messed up for real. You done fucked up with me. If I'm cussing you out and calling you a bitch and you an older woman, you better believe that. And what the hell you gonna do to me? Try to make it seem like you can do something to me. Shit. I call my granny and her spirit everlasting. Jamila have that with Candy Cane with Eddie Murphy. Candy Cane. I ain't never heard of that. I don't like that. And no, it ain't nobody on here that's like my spiritual mother. Oh my God, that drives me crazy. Some of these older people on here want to act like, oh, y'all got to follow me. Like, girl, bye. Like, I don't even agree with you. I don't like you. I think you're very unattractive. Your pheromones is all off. No, no, for real. No. The answer is no. Why don't you go away? So I just want to get back to doing what I enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? So I thought I would run a flash sale for y'all. Okay. Candy Cane Lane. I have never seen that before. Now I've seen his movies about when he was talking to the animals. I ain't never seen that one. I'm gonna have to look at that one. No, but seriously though, people that are stalking you, Hades is gonna. I don't know why these people want to challenge Hades. Stupid. In fact, let me give him a milk offering too. I'm gonna give him a milk offering. hmm When Hades show up, let it go. That means it's time to let go. And ain't nobody gotta die. People on social media act like they gonna die if they can't talk to you. Oh yeah, I love Home Alone. That's one of my Stefan. That's my son be watching Home Alone all the time. That's his favorite movie. Or your favorite comedy. Yeah, he said that's his favorite comedy. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get off of here, y'all, because we getting ready to go to sleep. I'm gonna hop in the shower. I gotta get some of this stank off of me. I do, I'm just totally disgusted by some of these people in social media, and I feel like Hades is getting ready to do something for real. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know. And I'm about to make him a milk offering, so I'll go, y'all. Y'all have a good one, okay? I'll see y'all soon, those of you that catch the flash sale, okay? And you can just visit Oh, shoot, I gotta update it on my website. I don't even have the prices updated on the website yet. I gotta go do that. All right, I'm gonna go do that right now. I'll catch y'all later. Okay. Those of you on YouTube. I really want to leave YouTube for a while. Like, I hate I don't hate YouTube. I just hate the type of crap that's on here. Like, black people, some of these black people, not all of y'all, not every black person. Not every black person. The black people that I can't stand, they know who they are. I don't want to be bothered with you. I don't want to be bothered with you. Or your baggage or your drama. None of that. I don't want to argue with you. I don't care. Go away. Who are you? Nobody to me ever. You're not my mama. I'm not your mama. We ain't sisters. We ain't friends. We ain't brothers. We ain't nothing, man. And I hate that black people act like that, man. They be like, you my brother, man. You my sister, man. No, all of us are not brothers and sisters. What the fuck? Like, I hate that. And I'm not a part of that. I didn't even have any brothers and sisters. And if I had brothers and sisters, I would get along with them very well. There would be no hate between me and my siblings. Because I know that for a fact. I would make sure of it. Because I would have been the oldest. Because my mom had me when she was 18. So I would have been the oldest. So anyway, y'all, I will see y'all soon. Okay.